what we think about group chat combos, right? And y'all know what we think about group chat combos, man. Go like, go comment, go subscribe, go add it on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, and
YouTube.
YouTube to like, comment, subscribe.
Equal. Equal.
Back for another episode of Group Chat Convos. It's your boy Ty 2 Sly here with the boys Eli, Emilio. What's good, you guys?
We back.
Back with another one.
We back.
Back.
It's good to be back. It's good to talk to you guys. So yeah, the world's been pretty wild. But before we get into all that, shout out to Stony Mountain. Shout out to E with Zoe.
Shout out E with Zoe.
Shout out 1% Better. You guys, we've been doing that for a long time. We've been trying to keep the pressure going, keeping every single day 1% better. But yeah, keep going. Nose to the grindstone, keeping it going. But yeah, we're here. So yeah, back to things. I wanted to kind of open it up and just say to keep everybody in here, keep Brittany Griner in your prayers. I know, that's a pretty people don't really even know about the WNBA or who the women are in the WNBA, but I mean, if that was LeBron James, I'd feel the same way. If it was another basketball player in the league, I would feel the same way because it's just unfortunate that events like that had to happen. So
yeah, I mean, if we keep it real, if that was LeBron, man, he would have been home already.
Yeah, if that was LeBron, real. By the time the news got out, he would be back.
Yeah,
it would just be like LeBron got detained for 2 hours.
I saw this tweet on Twitter, and it was like the Transformers like fight scene with like Megatron and like what's the other guy's name? Optimus Prime.
Yeah, Optimus Prime
fighting each other, and it was just like do like they were like fighting to go. And the caption said, if LeBron was locked up already, we'd been have him.
Yeah. Okay, check me out though. Listen to this, but it's like. You have to think about it this way. Everyone's saying the government would have been got LeBron out, blah, blah. LeBron is an entrepreneur in the United States of America, a billionaire.
Yeah.
You know how much money he makes for the United States?
A lot.
Of America?
Shout out Chris, though.
Hell yeah. Chris behind the camera just walked in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know how important LeBron James is to the United States government and the financial system and stuff?
That's very true. The NBA, right? The National Basketball Association?
I'm just talking about America's
Shaq has more of an influence for America.
But I'm saying
America's economy?
Yeah, America's economy, yeah.
Yeah. I think he's a face for America's sports players. I mean, whenever you think of sports in America, what do you think of? Who are some people that you think of that are...
I'm talking about financial situations and their financial impact on America's economy.
Well, I mean...
I'm not talking about his influence. America could care less. The government could care less about his influence.
You think that his financial status has that big of an impact that if he were to be held up just like her in an instance where Brittany Griner had a .702 worth of cannabis oil on her, you think if he had that same amount that financially, from a financial standpoint, we would be trying to get him back for financial reasons?
I'd feel like that'd be one of the reasons, yes.
I disagree.
You could put on there.
Yeah, no, I don't agree with
because,
that.
I mean, LeBron James, obviously he's a very talented and very well-paid athlete, but he is what he is. He's a very good athlete.
He's a billionaire.
Is he a billionaire?
Yes, bro. He's a billionaire.
He is?
Yes. He just became a billionaire a month ago.
I didn't know that.
I'll put it like this.
Bro.
Well, damn.
Listen, I think that regardless, it doesn't really.
And he only gets paid. Not to cut you off. He only gets paid $40 million from the NBA.
Well, yeah, endorsements.
Yeah, he also
just like Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo gets paid a lot of money for endorsements. $500 million. Jesus.
Yeah, LeBron has a lifetime deal with
Nike.
Yeah.
Because think about it. He's from LeBron 1 to the 13. That's true. Some of those LeBrons used to be limited releases.
Oh yeah, them LeBron, bro. The LeBron 9s.
Bro, LeBron 9s went crazy. LeBron 10s.
LeBron 10s.
8, 9, 10. Fire.
Yeah. Then they fell off.
Yeah.
Now,
But people still wear.
I'm not gonna
ball.
lie. The LeBron 22s that just came out, those look a little fire.
He's already on 22.
Yes.
Yeah, it's his seasons in the NBA.
God,
Was it 22? Yeah.
I
damn.
think so. Is it? I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
keep up with bronze. I do know one thing though. You've never seen a point guard wearing fucking some LeBron.
Hell no.
Hell
Them shits
no.
are big as hell.
Those are
There's-
for like some 3s, 4s, and 5s, really, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they're highs, mids,
Yeah.
highs.
But back to what I was about to say about the whole Brittany Griner situation. I think that it really doesn't have nothing to do with her being a female or a WNBA player. It's more just about her status as far as how known she is and who she really is. Because if it was an NBA player, let's say, what's a low key NBA player that people are just like, he's whatever.
Low key NBA player.
Yeah.
Tyler Hero.
Nah, Tyler Hero is pretty. I mean, he's kind of on the same status as.
Are you talking about like people the NBA fan would know, but regular people wouldn't?
I guess so. Yeah. Like,
I say Tyler Hero would be a good player for that conversation.
Jack
You don't think so? Because Jack Harlow kind of like people.
I mean, Tops.
Who?
Bo Cruz. This nigga.
Bo
The
Cruz.
cruise missile. Let me think. I can't really even think of
Just
somebody.
use Tyler Hero.
How's
Okay.
Tyler Hero not fit that description of what you just wanted to name?
I mean,
Tyler doesn't even watch sports and he knows him.
Exactly my fucking point. I'm saying somebody lesser.
Kent
fucking
Bazemore.
known. Okay, Kent Bazemore.
I don't even know who that
Bazemore.
is though.
Okay, so
Okay.
so here's my point. If it was Kent Bazemore in fucking Russia, he'd get treated just like Brittany Griner.
That's a fact.
And Brittany Griner is actually more known than fucking Kent Bazemore. I knew of Brittany Griner from what? Oregon? Didn't she play Oregon?
Yeah.
Solely because she was
Yeah.
a dog. I
She was
ain't
a
gonna
dog
lie.
in Oregon.
Yeah, she was a dog.
She's like one of the she used to dunk
She
really.
also thought she was
I'm
a
not gonna
nigga.
lie. I lost all respect for her when she said she could beat DeMarcus Cousins 1-on-1. When she
was
said
just-
that, I said she was
just
clueless.
bullshitting,
She was
bro.
bullshitting.
No, she
Come on.
wasn't.
She
No,
was
she
bullshit.
wasn't. She was serious. She was serious.
Even if she was serious, she would have got her ass whooped, and it would have been the end of the story.
That's the spirit of a WNBA player though. Like obviously, if
Yeah.
you have a fellow NBA like male athlete friend, you're gonna be like, "Yo, try to go out shoot some hoops. We're gonna ball." Like
I just think
whoop your
that,
ass, work
yeah, I just think that to make that comparison, or just to say you could beat DeMarcus Cousins, like
While he was in his prime too. This
Yeah,
was like
like-
8 years ago.
yeah,
Or
like
6 years ago.
now, if you would have said like fucking, I don't know, if you would have said, what's that one nigga on the Trailblazers? If you would have said Mason Plumlee, I could have I would have been like, all right, I'll give you some respect for saying that. But like DeMarcus Cousins, that nigga would have fucking bodied her ass.
Bro,
That shit wouldn't have been a
it would have been so bad.
That nigga would have that game would have went on because he would have literally been fucking. That nigga would have got charged.
he's like 7'2", right?
Something like
Or
that.
like 6. Like yeah, he's
At-
big.
At least 7 foot minimum, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
At least like 7 foot.
Yeah, but free
Brittany Griner.
Free Brittany,
Yeah.
right? I mean-
I'm on that stance.
You know, because
Free
at the
BG.
end of the day, like even how I feel about it is like if we were to go to Russia, you're telling me that I wouldn't see you for 9.5 years if you brought a half of a gram of a cartridge
Yeah, that is insane.
for 9
dude.
years? Like imagine that, bro.
But she'll probably serve like 3.
Yeah,
Be out on probation.
but still, like,
But
it's just
still,
like-
yeah, that's crazy.
It's just like the hand that went down on such a timid infraction, in my opinion, because it's not like she was like smoking a fat ass backwood. It's not like it was
and like telling a cop to fuck off.
yeah.
It's like okay,
I mean, like, that's how they acted. You know, they not.
That's and it's like she's like like she was like trafficking. She wasn't trafficking.
Yeah, it's like this.
Well, you know, if
Bro.
she wouldn't have came back to the U.S., they were gonna put her in prison over there for life.
Yeah, I mean,
real?
For life, yeah,
But
they
it's-
wanted to give her life.
I'm confused because she got sentenced 9 years, but wasn't that sentence 9 years in Russia for the Russia prison?
Yeah.
So if they do the exchange or whatever, where they give the arms dealer for her and that other nigga, what was his name?
I
Paul
don't even know
something.
his name.
Yeah.
Paul something.
Paul.
Isn't it crazy? They're just like traded. Like,
Yeah,
like
but if that exchange happens, is she still like she's not gonna be locked up over here, is she? I don't think.
No.
I don't think it works like that. I think
Because the thing,
no, I think they can.
No,
can't
bro.
they say how many years to serve over here?
but the thing
No.
is, she'd get it appealed. She'd go to jail for a little bit, but she'd get it appealed. She wouldn't
Yeah.
go to prison.
because
Whereas like they're making it seem like because it was medical. Like apparently it was like for like for like her stress or like her for like sore bones. So like if you
Yeah.
if you were to like determine that in a courtroom in the United States on an appeal from something that came down from another country, I'm pretty sure even like if say that the Russian assembly that's in the U.S. is over here and they have a lawyer that's on that case, they wouldn't really have a viable case because it's such a small substance in a state where it's legal. I'm pretty sure. So if you can go to the local dispensary for something that is like less than a gram.
Well, in North Carolina, if you get it caught, it's a felony.
It's not a felony here anymore.
Not a felony.
It's decriminalized.
Yeah.
Oh, it got decriminalized. Well, it was.
Well, yeah.
I didn't know it got decriminalized.
But even to the point where like you're gonna get fined for like having like half an ounce, not going to jail. It's different if you have multiple citations and then like you're trying to like conceal it or like the law is just weird here. But I know that like you can't technically go to jail for half an ounce unless like there's like other citations on it. I'm pretty sure. Like if you had something else or like if you had more than that or you didn't have like a license, but
I mean, so here I got something that's relevant to this situation that I think I saw today, maybe today or yesterday, might have been this morning, not too sure. But Iman Shumpert, yeah, you saw that?
I did see that too.
I was literally just looking at that.
Like, he had 6 ounces on him.
Yeah,
bro.
But then he also had this shit is crazy. But he had 6 ounces, but then he also had like a fucking Glock magazine and fucking ammo.
Yeah.
But regardless, the main thing about it was the fucking 6 ounces. Like that's what's like, it's crazy how that's like the biggest part of it. And then you have fucking who is it? Joe Biden's his daughter-in-law or some shit like that.
Yeah, she went to a fucking dispensary with like Secret Service.
Yeah.
Like
so she
the logic isn't there for America right now.
That's your guy's boy. What you mean?
Why are you saying you guys'
That's
boy?
your guy's boy.
What does he mean by that? He's your president.
Exactly.
You guys' boy. He's your president.
I think it says that because we wasn't fucking MAGA dick riders and had a flag up in
and
our
had a fucking
room.
flag in our room.
And had to take that shit down when he had them females.
Quit playing with me.
The fuck, nigga.
But what is it? Do y'all know who Andrew Tate is? Have you heard of this dude?
Dude, of course.
Yeah.
Andrew Tate's blowing up everywhere.
Bro,
have you looked? I don't know if have you looked at that
Full Send podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah, did you watch the whole thing?
I didn't watch the whole thing.
I watched the whole thing. Bro. Low key a genius.
I don't think he's a genius. I think
he's very strategic.
I think that he uses his voice a lot more than a lot of entrepreneurs, and that's like a lane that really draws attention, like to like the newer generation. Because like say that like I'm on YouTube, and he's very
sound biting, like
say that I'm on like YouTube or like Instagram Reels or like YouTube Reels. If I out of 10 videos that I scroll through, Andrew Tate's going to be on that one once or twice.
Yeah.
That's just how it's been recently, at least within the past few months. Because I think that like whenever he like shows his face and he says these these things that a lot of people in his lane don't say or don't do, it makes him seem like, oh wow, like he's crazy wild, he's crazy this, he's crazy that. And I'm not saying that he's not like an entrepreneur and he doesn't have a smart agenda to him, but to me it just seems as if the media attention has really drawn a lot of eyes on him. Although, like, he's been doing this shit forever. He was going to be a millionaire multi-millionaire before this, and he's going to be a multi-millionaire after.
Well, he says it was all a part of a plan to blow up. Like, he planned on this to happen. He planned to have this attention and everything. And I think it's just got to the point now where it used to be just this crazy foreign dude just talking out the ass, A lot of things that a lot of people don't say, but maybe a lot of people agree with. They're just scared to say it in that way or something. But I feel like now he posts on, it's like, oh, what's he saying now? Like, it's got to that point, you know what I mean?
But do you think that, like, because I've seen a video of him saying how, like, he spent, like, all this money to, like, start up, like, a reality TV show. And
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, he, like, whenever he was young, like, 19, 20, like, whenever his father gave him some money, he, like, started up this reality show, and he was, like, paying people all this money, and he couldn't, like, even keep up with it. Like, every Friday, he was having to pay, like, $5,000 to all the workers, to get compensated. And he just couldn't do it anymore, and then like he finally had like a break, and then something happened, and then something else happened, and he was like barely getting along, So it's definitely like high risk and high reward for some of the things that I've heard and like listened to him say in his experiences. Because like you said, like he's old. Excuse me, sorry to cut you off.
No, you
but,
good.
like,
You good.
he's like I forgot how old he is, but
35, I think.
35. Yeah. So like he's been doing that shit for a long time.
Like he said, he'd been on YouTube since like 2005 or something.
Yeah,
Or like when
2007.
7. Yeah, it was when it came out or something.
Yeah.
The only thing that I'll say is kind of like, that's kind of like corny to me is the whole, and I'll put this, this also goes to, who is it? Kevin Samuels. R.I.P. to Kevin Samuels.
R.I.P. Kevin
But
Samuels.
you know, kind of goes to him and kind of goes to, what's that one podcast where them niggas be on all the fucking female asses? You know,
I know what you're talking about.
I ain't gonna lie. Like, in my opinion, when niggas go a little too extreme with that shit, it's like borderline. It's like borderline like cornball movement, bro.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna sit here. I'm like one of those niggas who's trying to defend them niggas from fucking what all the females like, or defend all the females from what them niggas are saying. But it's like especially that one podcast, bro. Like I was fucking with them at one point. I can't remember the name, but then like them niggas kind of got a little too like. Literally, that's all they're trying to be known for is fucking.
I just watch it on TikTok.
Yeah, like I ain't gonna lie, they have a lot of funny shit, but at the same time, it's like if all you're being known for is fucking for being fucking an asshole to females, like that shit is kind of corny.
It's
nigga.
corny, bro.
Like that shit gets old at one point, but like
it entertains people here and there, but it doesn't. It's not like it's gradually becoming something that people actually like to watch.
Yeah,
they just like to laugh at.
Like all you're doing is going in on a female for an hour. Like,
like damn, nigga, okay, that's cool, but
like super get off my dick.
yeah,
It's
like yeah, but Andrew Tate, I definitely fuck with him. You know, the type of person he is. I mean, obviously, obviously, I don't know exactly how he is, but like, you know that he was on his entrepreneur shit. You know,
facts.
And that's kind of it is dope just to see like. It's just crazy how like he went from, you know, like Tyler said, he's
very smart.
Yeah, he was
very intelligent.
He was a millionaire. He was a multimillionaire before he blew up, and he's gonna continue to be one after blowing up. But it's crazy now, like you said, like now it's like, damn, what this nigga say now? You know, like out of nowhere, like in a span of what
6 months or something.
Yeah, like that shit is fucking crazy.
He said on the Full Send podcast, this is phase 1 of a 3-step plan.
Oh, fuck.
I believe it. So listen, he's the type of nigga, bro. He's the type of nigga that literally is like one of those niggas who are gonna get a bag no matter what. Like, bro, I can see this nigga. Like, I can see him doing some shit. Let's say fighting Jake Paul, like a major bag move like that, bro. Like he's gonna like with all the eyes on him, and he probably has some shit like that planned. You know
he said he wouldn't.
He wouldn't fight Jake Paul.
He wouldn't.
No.
I mean, Jake Paul, look, he got. Would you say Christo?
Who?
Andrew Tate. Or
he kickboxes.
He kickboxes. I think,
yeah.
Oh.
But no, okay. Speaking of that, which I was thinking yesterday, people need to get off Jake Paul's dick at this point, because I don't care what you say. He is a boxer. He's a boxer.
No.
Yes, he is, bro. He is a professional boxer.
Okay.
Yes, he is, bro.
I give him he's not. He's an amateur boxer, nigga. He's not.
No, he is a professional boxer.
No, he's
right
an
now.
amateur
boxer, bro.
Well, if not, he will be in the next year or so.
Who has he fought that's a professional boxer?
Well, I guarantee you, he wins his next fight. Who's his next fight against? What's his name?
It got canceled.
Of course it did.
Cause he was trying to bring a nigga that weighs 230, 225 down to 200.
I'm just saying. People need to stop messing with them. They're going to get knocked out.
But answer my question. Who is he fought that's a professional boxer?
I mean, no one.
Okay.
So how is he a professional boxer?
He be training like one.
So what?
Nigga, that doesn't make him a professional boxer.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Bro, he keep...
Nigga, you don't think...
I'm training soccer every day, and I'm not a professional soccer player.
Exactly.
Like, what the fuck?
But you can so Christo trains.
He can fight, bro.
I mean, I'm not discrediting.
That's what I'm saying. That's right. He can fight, bro.
But I'm not saying he's a professional. He's an amateur boxer.
Yeah, you can label him as an amateur.
Well, next year or so, he will be a professional boxer, probably.
Bro, if he gets a couple of professional debuts,
if he fights if he fights some actual professional boxers who are straight boxing, nigga, he's fought what? 2 washed.
You don't think that's gonna happen in the next
nigga?
2 years or something?
Who was it? Tyson Fury?
No.
Wasn't he trying to fight his brother?
Yeah, he was trying to fight his brother, who is a fucking reality TV star.
Like what?
I thought he was a fighter.
He is. He does box, but he boxes. This is the thing about
gym boxes, bro.
Listen, this is the thing about boxing that like I look at boxing like I watch a pretty good amount of boxing, right? I've watched it like my dad is into it big, like I've always watched it, right? And when it comes to boxing, there's so many fucking boxers. It's just like even if you go to the UFC and you go and look at like kickboxing, right? Like fucking Israel Adesanya.
Yep.
Before he came into the UFC at what fucking 30, however old when he got into the UFC, 28, whatever age he was, like he already had
I think it was 28.
28, and he probably had
so.
what, like 60 plus kickboxing matches under his belt already.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I ain't gonna lie, that's fighting a lot of bums. When you get to boxing, you fight a lot of bums. Like niggas don't be having fucking 50 and their record don't be 50 and fucking 3, 50 and 15 and box straight fucking elite boxers, top of the best. You know, like shit don't go like that. So when you look at a nigga like Jake Paul, he hasn't boxed no real fucking boxers. I'm gonna just put it straight.
And he
like
doesn't have
that.
any experience.
He doesn't have no experience.
So wait, time out. You could do it.
What do you mean I could do it?
You could just start kickboxing and go 50 and
Fuck
5
no.
over the next 5 or 10 years.
I mean,
Because you're not just diminishing Jake Paul, you're just diminishing anyone that's ever done that.
No,
yes, you were.
You're not listening to it.
Yes, you were. Yes, I was.
No.
We can run it back.
You know
We
how many
can
years
go
it-
back.
You know how many years it takes to get
to that
even
level.
into a
That's what he just said. He just said. He
professional
said going 50 and 3 or 5 is just you're just
But
fighting a bunch of bums.
No, I
But
said-
no, you're not.
no,
You're fighting people.
But
No.
you were saying, as in, like, sorry to cut you off,
Go
but
ahead.
you were making it seem as if, like, in the next year, Jake Paul's gonna become, just like he's gonna
Javante Davis. Or
Yeah,
something,
bro, he's
nigga,
gonna be able
like,
to
No, that's not what I was trying to say at
But-
all. I was
but-
just saying he will probably have a professional debut in the next year or so.
But
Yeah.
do you not understand why I brought up?
And I could
maybe.
see him winning it.
But do you not understand why I brought up niggas having a 50 and 15 record and a lot of them being bums? I brought that up because when it comes to boxing, like it's not fucking. It really can't be compared to any other sport when you get into terms of being a professional or being an amateur. Because like I said, you fight so many people. There's so many boxers out there that you can't have no real status after having 5 fights. Just like in the UFC, like how many fights do you need to have to get to a fucking title shot? At least fucking 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, 8,
You got to be
yeah.
up there, and if you have that amount of fights, you have to have been whooping niggas and fighting niggas who are ranked. And those niggas who have 8, 10 fights done in the UFC and get to a title shot before they got to the UFC, they probably already have fucking another fucking 30 to 50 fights under that they've already done. So you can't put Jake Paul in a fucking professional fucking boxing level. I'll give him amateur. I'm not saying that I could whoop his ass. I'm not saying that I could do what he did in the time span that he did it. But at the same time, like you have to fight people. You can't just be,
facts.
You can't be fighting washed up UFC fighters, and you fought the nigga, the worst striker probably in UFC history.
Yeah.
That nigga got knocked out, bro. He got knocked out in like 5 seconds.
People call
nigga.
him a pretender because, like, all the people he's fought with that 5-0 record are like trash.
Yeah, so I'll put it like this: the nigga he was supposed to fight, I will label that nigga as a boxer because he probably has, I think he has like 12, from like 10 to 20 fights under his name or whatever. And you know, I'm not gonna put him as a real deal professional boxer. I mean, at the end of the day, he's a professional boxer because that's his profession. But I label him as an amateur boxer for the time being. I'm not gonna put him on the status as niggas who fucking already have 30 fights under their name.
Is boxing UFC the harder sport?
What?
Are you asking which one is harder?
No, I'm just putting them in the same category like boxing and UFC. Is that the hardest sport?
I mean,
UFC is one of the
Yes.
hardest sports.
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah,
It's
it
not
is.
a question.
I wouldn't say boxing. I would say UFC is up there. Boxing is, I mean, yeah, I guess.
Boxing is just as hard.
Yeah, boxing.
I think
is
I
like
feel like
the-
the UFC is way more intense and
But
it's
the
more body intensive.
but the UFC but boxing is so it might be more intense, which I'm not saying. Boxing is literally like chess on human bodies.
yeah.
Just how strategic you have to be in everything.
The one thing I'll give to UFC is that, and I think what you're trying to get at, Tyler, is that the UFC is mixed martial arts. So
Yeah.
like, you have to know jiu-jitsu, you have to know how to wrestle, you have to know striking. Like, you know, is mixed fucking martial arts. So like, some people might be good at solely at wrestling. Some people might be good solely at striking. Yeah. Whereas boxing, I mean, you have different types of boxing. You obviously have your stances.
And boxing is 12 rounds. UFC is what, 5?
Yeah, but also, I mean, you're using your complete fucking body in UFC.
Yeah, that's why
Go ahead.
That's why I feel like the McGregor and the
Floyd
Mayweather fight was so like.
That was just stupid.
I'm not.
You just compare the two categories together, and that's exactly what that fight was.
I'm not gonna lie. I mean,
but you can't put Floyd in UFC ring and he'll win. So.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
Well, obviously.
Exactly. Just like you can't put McGregor in a boxing ring and he won't win.
I mean, McGregor got hands.
That's why I didn't compare the two.
McGregor got hands though.
Because I feel like
McGregor definitely did better than what Floyd would do in a UFC ring.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. But McGregor also that's like his forte in the UFC is his hands.
Yeah, his hands. Yeah.
But I don't know, man. It's like regardless, either sport, either boxing, UFC, MMA, regardless, like the amount of like training and work you have to go through. I don't know if Tyler, if you ever like watched any videos, but like if you ever watched like a UFC like training video, like they're like in their camp. I watched
like
one.
Red versus Blue.
Bro, they literally like break down their soul when they're training. Like
I watched.
It's insane.
Who was it? It was Gilbert Burns. Right before he fought, I think in his last fight, he dropped a video. I think it was like. Like his training camp video or whatever, one of his workouts, and I think they called it like 6 minutes of hell or whatever, and like literally for 6 minutes straight, like he's doing like, bro, like the craziest fucking workout, and honestly, it was all for fucking cardio, literally all for cardio, because I mean, when you're in that fucking octagon, like, what is it? A UFC championship fight is like what, 5 minutes per round? Yeah,
5 minutes per round, 5 rounds.
Yeah, 5 minutes per round. So like that entire 5 minutes, nigga, if any of us, like, let's say any of us just started like fucking put some boxing gloves on, started boxing right now, or started to wrestle or some shit, like, nigga, we're gonna be tired in goddamn
like 30 seconds. Yeah. Like literally.
Like we're gonna be out of breath. Like literally. Fucking no jokes. Like we're gonna be tired, out of breath in that short span.
And they be going ham for almost 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Or 15, 25 minutes. And it's like, not even to mention, like, you brought up, like, even if we were just slap boxing or something, we'd be gassed in 30 minutes. But we wouldn't even be, like, really focusing on it. We would just be fucking around. Think they're in there, like, on survival mode, instincts, like, I need to kill this motherfucker. Like, their adrenaline is through the fucking roof. Like, it's insane. That takes a wear on you, too. Like, fatigue and everything.
Oh, yeah.
And,
like,
and that's why, like,
that's just the ultimate, like, shit to me, in my opinion. UFC and boxing.
Yeah,
like,
and I love boxing just because, like, if you sit there and watch it, like, they're literally standing in the fucking ring, fucking with their guard up, and literally is like, if you're watching a boxer, like if you watch Floyd, like he's literally like predicting what punches you're gonna throw.
Yeah, the greatest defensive boxer ever. I don't care.
Yeah,
Floyd.
Yeah,
him or Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, Muhammad Ali could do everything though. He had the power, the speed, the defense, the counter punching.
The counter punching for sure.
Anyways,
so to wrap it really back all the way back up, Jake Paul, he's not a professional boxer, amateur at best. He might be scraping amateur boxing.
Yeah. We'll revisit this in a couple of years.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean,
sure.
And also another thing I'll say to that is, like, I'm not gonna sit here and say I could whoop that nigga. I mean,
none of us could.
He's made insane progress, but you also have to put in a factor of he's probably when he started training, he was probably putting in fucking millions.
Oh yeah, state of the art training.
Yeah,
like best trainers.
Yeah, so like he's not some nigga who came up off the street and was fucking boxing over at a fucking
gym that's been around for 50 years.
Yeah, like
duct tape on the bottom.
Yeah. I want to ask you that. Have y'all ever like put on gloves and like sparred with somebody? Like actually tried to throw a punch with somebody?
Not in like an actual ring.
Bro, I've done it a couple times.
In a ring?
Not a ring, but like in a setting, like we marched out, put gloves on, we're sparring.
I've done that before.
And you know how hard it is to actually land a punch? Like, these knockout punches you see, that shit's harder than it looks to actually land.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that quick with it.
Yeah, and quick and
Precise.
that's what I'm saying, bro. That's the ultimate like sport to me.
That's why them
Yeah.
niggas, I mean, their hands, and especially
Professionals.
Yeah, especially if you look at a nigga like Mike Tyson, like nigga, like your hand is considered a fucking deadly weapon, nigga. Like
That's
if
insane.
you have no gloves on, you hit a nigga like
You're going to jail.
yeah, you can because you gonna fuck around and have the potential to kill a nigga.
Yeah.
And then you look at niggas like fucking Deontay Wilder, like bro, like that's one of those niggas. He's literally like a definition of like you have to shoot that nigga. There ain't no fighting no
But,
nigga like that.
To get off the boxing and everything, was it today's Thursday night or today's Thursday?
Yep.
We're going into Thursday night. By the time this drops, it'll probably be
Who knows?
a couple weeks. Yeah, who knows?
Yeah.
Probably a couple weeks. But any music y'all are looking forward to tonight? What's the date today? Dates August 4th.
I mean, I'm gonna
I
be
think
real.
Nudie's dropping a tape.
I'm looking
See,
forward.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, Nudie's tape I'm looking forward to. I don't fucking know anybody else who's dropping. I'm gonna be real.
Me neither. Besides that Nudie album. What about you? You looking forward for any other albums?
See, I'm thinking I can't really. Honestly, not a lot of good albums have dropped other than
year?
Brent Faiyaz. Kendrick flopped.
Kendrick didn't flop.
Kendrick flopped.
It was a smooth album.
Kendrick flopped. Yeah, Brent Faiyaz has dropped the best album in my opinion this year. Through the first 6 months of the year, Brent Faiyaz has album of the year.
You even listen to that Beyonce album?
I listened to a couple songs.
Did
You
it
like
already?
it?
Did it already drop?
Yeah. You listened to it all the way through?
All the way through. It
Did
was
you listen
alright.
You fuck with it?
It was alright.
Was it better than Drake's last album?
I mean, bro, like
Do you like? I've never talked to you about that, or you really. Do y'all like Drake's last album, or what do y'all think about that?
I mean,
I think it was just for another generation, bro.
I think that it is what it is. Like,
I think it wasn't for Americans.
I think it was for Americans 1000%, but I think it was for a different genre of people who like Drake, who also like other types of music.
yeah,
Because Drake isn't a fucking just trap nigga. He's not
Yeah.
just he's a light skinned, smooth,
Yeah.
serenading, I want to get inside of you type of nigga. So there's definitely other people who like that softer shit and who really appreciate that type of music, and people who like house music, club music, all these types of genres that aren't so bass heavy. There's not a lot of 808s. There's not a lot of I mean there are, but there's not like trap beats. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not like
yeah.
yeah.
I just, the only thing that I hated was when everybody was like, oh, fucking Drake dropped music for niggas in a different tax bracket or some shit. Like, that shit had nothing to do with that. It's all about your musical taste.
Yep.
It's all about, if you listen to any type of music that sounds like that Drake album, then you're going to listen to that Drake album and understand, how the songs are supposed to be. My opinion on the Drake album, it was okay. Like I said, it is what it is. I think it was just I looked at it more as like it's, a Drake album. It's some music that I can listen to. If I fuck with it, I fuck with it. If not, then I don't. But I wasn't one of those like, oh nigga, this shit trash. What the fuck?
I love
did you
Sticky
do?
on that album.
I was. You see the video?
Of course.
You see the car?
Yeah, that what was that?
What was it?
Virgil's Maybach.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That 101, bro. That shit was so clean.
Yeah.
But I was weak at the memes. It's like motherfuckers saying Drake's album's trash when they listen to a house party album at 1:30 in the morning in their bed. that shit would have me weak.
Type shit.
But literally, like,
Did you listen to Steve Lacy's album?
no, I didn't listen to that.
I didn't listen to it all the way through.
Really? It's pretty fire.
I feel like Eli doesn't like that softer music.
Yeah, no, I don't think Eli would fuck with that.
Like even the Brent Fez, he likes that because it's like
He likes that because it's like some
fuckboy music.
Yeah, some toxic nigga shit.
yeah.
That's why he fucks with it. It's
Yeah,
toxic
exactly.
nigga. I don't think you'd fuck with Steve Lacy's album at all.
Let's see. What music? I listened to
You don't listen to that lo-fi shit like that. Like
you don't
you
listen
listen to
house
The
music.
Weeknd.
You don't listen to house music.
you don't listen to house music. You don't listen to alternative music. You listen to
You like
This-
Tame
Bro,
Impala?
when I turn on music, it's to lock me in the zone or turn up or
So you don't-
get me in a mind to make money or
so you
Nigga,
don't-
just grind.
no,
Yes,
nigga.
bro.
That's crazy.
So-
Yes.
You're abusing,
yes.
you're abusing what music is.
No,
So-
I'm not.
yes,
I'm
you are.
abusing what music
Yes.
is.
yes, nigga.
No, I'm not.
'Cause that's
No,
not your-
I'm
that's
not.
not your-
It's my personal
That's not your
preference.
constant
It's my
mood.
personal
That's
preference.
not your constant mood.
Check
So
me
why would
out.
you not
Yeah.
have a mood for exactly what you're feeling in that moment.
Exactly. Why
Music's just like that, goes hand in hand. I have music that I don't
Drake has a song for every mood.
Okay,
but there's other fucking genres and different artists and like
listen. Hear me out. This is the thing. You
mainstream.
can't. Yeah, you're abusing music by doing that because you're supposed to listen to music. Obviously, you have the music that you listen to when you're in a certain mood. If you're locked in, you're getting work done, you're working out, you fucking grinding. You know, you have music for every type of mood. But at the same time, like when you're listening to music, especially if you're finding new music, experiencing new music, you're supposed to experience the music. You're supposed to listen to it and just vibe to it. But you don't listen to music that you sit there and you can just vibe to it because all you're thinking about is, nigga, I'm about to throw this shit on because I'm locked in. Like, nigga, let the music fucking listen to different type of music that just fucking flows through you.
Yeah.
Let it hit your soul, nigga.
Yeah.
So,
bro, that's it. But no, on real, no. Let me speak. Let me speak. No, y'all talk about it. No, it's my turn. It's my turn. Let me speak. I'll pull a Skip Bayless and start screaming. No, okay, but it's like, also real shit. It's like, I let the music like touch my soul, like literally, like whether it's like we keep talking fucking like Drake, for instance, like it's the first thing. Okay, Cole. What is it?
Oh my god, nigga.
So if I listen to that, it's like what they're saying. It's like I want to hear that. I don't want to hear something.
How
that's
do you
like
know if you haven't even tried to listen?
Yes,
to
I
it?
have.
No, you haven't.
Yes, I have. I'll just be messing around on my phone or something, and then go to like house playlist or something, house music playlist on Apple Music. I'll be listening. I'll just be like, I don't want to hear this.
I've never heard you say, what are some of y'all favorite house music or alternative?
Because I don't care to know.
Because you don't be listening to the music for real.
That's what I'm saying.
You just want to hear what you want to hear instead of just trying to fucking hear new shit. Like you don't listen to the music like. You don't listen to the music and listen to it to really just listen and enjoy it.
He listens to the same recycled shit over and over.
Yeah. Now, so, bro, and it's crazy you're saying this because you're the same nigga that listens to country music.
Yeah.
When I'm drinking.
Like, what the fuck?
I'm not going to drink a beer or whiskey and listen to fucking rap music. Talking about listen to music for certain moods and everything. I don't listen to the fucking drink a glass of whiskey and listen to Kendrick Lamar.
You don't have to just listen to the fucking mainstream rap niggas. That's
I'm listening to Pooh Shiesty or Key Glock.
Who said you have to only listen to rap, nigga? Why
what
are you
talking about?
Rap?
Then what are you talking about? What's wrong with country music?
Nigga, okay, this is what I'm saying. Nigga, you're.
First of all, I listen to good country music. I don't listen to that mainstream radio bullshit. All the country songs I know, y'all would never even like.
But why when you're bringing this topic up with if you're drinking a fucking glass of whiskey that you can only listen to fucking country music? Why?
I'm not saying you can only listen to country music,
nigga. Basically, okay, so if that's not what you're saying, then what you're really saying is all you listen to is fucking
just like when you're drinking a beer or whiskey or something like that, the preferred music of choice is probably country music for 9 out of 10 people. Just like if you're smoking a blunt, driving down the road or something, you're gonna be bumping some rap music.
That's not true at all.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Okay,
what?
Okay,
that's
look,
crazy.
Here's a perfect example.
He's
nigga.
tripping.
Listen, me and
You
Tyler.
I'm wrong?
Yes,
Fuck,
you
bro.
are wrong. Me and Tyler had a
Bro,
sex.
you don't know. You know how many snaps? You send me a snap every single night around the same time, 9:30. You smoking a J, listening to some G Herbo or Jay Critch.
That's so cap.
Or who is it?
Cap.
Lucky.
Hear me
or
out.
That's
so cap.
Bro, no, it's not, bro.
Cap.
It hasn't been a house
cap.
song. You've never been. The only time I remember is you at the hospital, but you weren't smoking a blunt or nothing. You at the hospital on your break and you were listening to that lesbian song or whatever.
Bro,
lesbians in the bar or whatever.
Bro,
why would I? Okay, true. But I'm sending a song that y'all would know to send to y'all. Like, yeah, this nigga's in the vibe.
But it just so happens every time you're smoking it's a rap song.
True.
Yeah,
that's my girl, bro.
That's not true.
true.
Okay.
Me and Tyler literally said last week, and we listen to nothing but like fucking reggae music.
That's what I'm saying.
Like you wasn't here, nigga. You wouldn't know. You wasn't here. We was literally finding new music, listening to it on YouTube, listening to straight fucking reggae music, fucking smoking music, nigga.
And the reason why he's saying country music probably is because his friends that listen to only country music,
exactly.
Whenever they, if that was their smoking music is like to hip hop, that's their drinking music is to country music. So it's just reversed.
Exactly.
It just depends on who you ask. So your point of view on that's just like you listen to both types of music, but it doesn't matter what mood you're in. You just listen to either or in those types of moods. Whereas I'm saying if you are smoking a blunt, yeah, you could be listening to rap music, but also there's house music, there's winding down music, there's country music that you can listen to.
Okay, you know what?
I listen to 80s, 90s.
Since I'm growing, since we're all growing, we're getting 1% better. Y'all can put together a playlist or something for me to listen to, and I will sit down and listen to it tonight while I'm chilling. Because after this, I ain't got nothing else to do. I'm gonna cook me some dinner.
Yeah.
Be chilling. While I'm cooking dinner, I'll be listening to some house music.
I don't even know if I want to do that because I've been sitting here on aux playing house music, and he's like, Eli would literally say,
turn it off.
Oh, that shit trash. Why are you listening to that?
Yeah.
While niggas are sitting here literally just vibing out to the music.
Exactly.
Just chilling, nigga.
Cool.
It's crazy. This nigga Eli is the same nigga who claims he has the biggest fucking like musical range when he doesn't.
I do.
And whenever
clearly doesn't.
And he's telling me he can't, sit back, relax, put his feet up, and smoke a joint to some Michael Jackson. Are you kidding me?
I've done that.
So why are you?
What are you talking about?
Fuck?
That's Michael Jackson. That's completely different.
Bro, you're contradicting.
No, I'm not.
The fuck out of yourself right now.
Yeah,
Bro, I'm not gonna listen to fucking Tame Impala, like smoking a blunt. Like that's not. That's
the same
saying going crazy when I say I'll listen to Michael Jackson. I have listened to Michael Jackson while smoking a butt. That's what?
Nigga,
that's not the same conversation.
Tame Impala.
No, it's not.
Nigga, Tame Impala would be fire as fuck to listen to while smoking.
No, they wouldn't, bro.
Oh my God! Listen, I'm gonna take it back. Right? I'm gonna go back to the 2015 days, nigga. I literally used to be in my room, fucking smacking the fuck out of a cart all night and just listening to Tame Impala.
Yes, bro.
Literally getting high as fuck off high as fuck off a cart in my room listening to Tame Impala, fucking chilling, nigga. That shit used to have me and that bitch goddamn float.
So you're telling me if you're smoking or drinking or under any influence, say that you drink every weekend, you wouldn't switch it up one time to see what you're fucking with, maybe something else that feels good while you're drinking. You're telling me it's either or. You're telling me it has to be. It seems as if like you're not open to even drinking.
I'm just okay. I'm a person.
To,
I'm a person who once I figure out a way to do something, I like doing it that way. I can do that way for the rest of fucking time, and it won't bother me because that's how I've always done it. I don't.
Complacency.
I like routine.
That's not a routine.
That's
yes,
not
it
a
is.
routine.
Yes,
That's not
it
a
is.
routine.
And I'm not complacent. Don't put me and complacent in the
I
same
said
sentence.
that for that exact application
not.
for what
It
we're
is.
talking
Music,
about.
no, that's not.
Yes, it
no,
is.
it's not.
Music
It's
is a
me.
hobby.
It's me wanting to every time
you don't-
I'm ready to smoke at night and wind down, want to listen to G Herbo or Key Glock or Pooh Shiesty or whoever it is.
You're doing that.
That's all I've ever done. Why would I?
Because you
change
haven't
it?
tried to do fucking anything else.
You're telling me that's not complacent?
How is that complacent?
You're saying that
I don't even like that word. Can we stop using that
because
word?
that's what it sounds
No.
like. You're
Yeah,
just
it's
sitting
Stop
what-
here.
using that.
what it
I
sounds
hate
like.
that word.
You're trying to sit
I
here-
hate that word.
Okay, fine. It sounds like you're settling for what's
Yeah,
comfortable.
you can use that.
Yeah,
Because it seems as if like you're so comfortable listening while you're smoking, specifically listening to rap music, trap music, and just be like, yeah. But at the same time, if I'm at the crib late at night, trust me, I'm gonna be listening to some funk music, some EDM music,
Some shit that
house
sounds good.
music. It doesn't matter. I might have a late night shuffle that's just has everything that I've been listening to
see,
for the past 2 months.
this is
That's the difference because like if you're only listening to a certain genre of music, you're settling because like that's what feels good. That's what like you're used to whenever you're smoking. That's what you're used to whenever you're high. But whenever you open up a different lane and let your mind listen to these different sound waves that you're these vibrations that you're getting,
Yep.
it feels different. You might not like it at first, but whenever you understand what actually like once you've actually tried to listen to this type of music and try to listen to that and listen to 5-10 artists in that genre, then you could say that because that's where the difference. Go ahead.
Yeah. Listen, and not to cut you
Yeah.
off, but it's like, let's say you're sitting here smoking. if you were to turn on some Tame Impala, if you were to turn on some lo-fi music, some alternative fucking some house music, like your first fucking thought process when that shit turns on, the first 10, 15, 20 seconds in, you're probably gonna be like, I don't even want to hear this shit. Like I'm trying to hear.
That's
some
what
rap
goes
music.
through my head.
So you're telling
Exactly.
you know the song "Breathe Deeper" by Tame Impala?
I've listened to like 1 or 2 songs.
He doesn't even, bro.
That's
this nigga,
great.
bro,
That's like bro. That song right there, "While You're High," bro, is just.
It's and it's crazy to me that you brought up Tame Impala because like they literally make music off
Under the
fucking
influence.
shrooms, off
Yeah.
acid. Like they make music under the influence. So it's like,
So does Travis.
But that's different, bro.
and
It's a
Travis
different genre of
yeah,
music.
that's the different genre. He doesn't put in the stuff that Travis puts into his music is not what Tame Impala does when they're making. It's a different process. They
Yeah.
make different music.
And Travis Scott's definitely lean oriented because he's from Texas. Like
Yeah.
that sound you get
Yes,
from
I know
Travis.
what it
Okay, so
is.
it's not Tame Impala.
And
It's
then
not
if you
that,
get into his
it's not
psychedelic music,
shit.
9 times out of 10, all of his psychedelic songs are probably gonna have something to do with Tame Impala. It's gonna be
Yeah,
influenced
type
by
shit.
Tame Impala.
Exactly, because if you don't know this, Travis loves Tame Impala.
Didn't.
Nigga, I don't understand how you don't know that when we were watching a live Travis Scott performance on TV and Eli is like, who's that nigga on the guitar? And what's his name? Kevin
Kevin.
What's his last name?
What's his last name, babe?
What's his last name, Maggie? For Tame Impala. Kevin whatever is the
Yeah.
or he's
Long
on
hair.
He performed with Travis.
Yes, he was on the screen. I think it was Saturday Night Live or it was Jimmy Kimmel. It was one of them. We were watching live Travis Scott performances on the TV, and I was like, you know who that is? And he's like, no. I'm like, nigga, that's fucking.
Don't use my. That's not how I sound.
Yeah.
At all.
That's
No, it's
exactly
not.
how you fucking
No, it's
sound,
not.
nigga.
No, it's
What?
not. I would choose rock and roll music over house music every day of the week. I
He just
would.
says shit like
What?
you know what I'm saying?
Like,
Bro, in the gym, listening to that,
you ain't never worked out listening to house music though.
I wouldn't think to do that.
You say that until you get into the gym, and
No, I go to a different headspace when I'm gym. I'm not trying to hear.
you're not trying to hear what up tempo fucking music.
No, that's not what I'm trying to hear in the gym.
How do you know? But when you've never tried,
Because I know what my mindset is in the
it?
gym.
You've never tried it though.
That can't bring me. I know for a fact that music can't bring me to the mindset I need when I
But-
go into
So
the
he
gym.
he needs a high tempo, hard hitting, specifically high tempo beat that's just.
But so
In the gym, absolutely.
And like
So-
that includes rock and roll, which is
So,
over like 150
I
beats per minute.
I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, what if you're on the fucking Stairmaster and you just need some shit, nigga? I'm not listening to rock.
If
and
I'm
roll
like, by
on
the time I get to
Stairmaster.
Stairmaster and shit, I'm putting on a podcast and just watching that shit while I'm on treadmill or Stairmaster or something.
Because you don't want to listen to rock and roll on the treadmill
Yeah.
or on the exactly. So why not look into other music?
No, I already told y'all. Once the episode's over,
We'll
I
look
will
into
give it some time.
Yeah,
I
we
will.
will.
I will actually take some time.
Listen, we'll come back to this podcast. The very next podcast, we're gonna
Yeah.
start it off with that. We're gonna start it off with that,
So what was your perception on it, Eli?
Yeah.
And you're gonna answer.
and we'll see how we progress from this.
Yeah.
Because right now you have no musical fucking.
No music.
That's
been called.
That's how I just know I put this nigga on music.
I've been
he said shit
told
like that.
during this episode. I've been told. Pretty much I don't know music.
You don't.
I've been called complacent.
You have
Oh,
for that
I've been told I stay in my comfort zone.
Yes.
with music. Yes.
Yes.
This is
This
awful.
is all about music.
Literally, you literally
the labels being applied.
You
are
exposed
insane.
yourself. This
are
second-
insane. No, I didn't.
the
I'm-
second
Expose
half of this
yourself.
No, I
podcast,
didn't.
you
No, I didn't.
exposed
No, I
yourself.
didn't. No, I didn't.
Yes,
Yes,
he
you
did.
did.
No, I didn't.
Because he contradicted himself
Bro,
too.
I've never heard a nigga say that you can only listen to country music
While you're drinking.
You when you drink, you can.
I said
only
that's the
listen to country
preferred
music.
thing.
But you couldn't listen to
Nigga,
rap music.
Yeah, nigga, you were acting like it's a fucking crime to listen to rap
No,
music
I
while
wasn't.
drinking.
No,
Yes,
I
you
wasn't.
were.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you were.
No, I was not.
This nigga was like,
No, I wasn't.
this nigga said,
No, I
nigga,
wasn't.
am I gonna fucking listen to rap music with a glass of
Yeah.
whiskey?
Yeah.
Fuck no. Nigga, what's wrong with that? Like what? And then this nigga said, am I gonna listen to Tame Impala while smoking? Like
No.
nigga, those are answers, and the answer to that is yes. Like
Yeah, the redundancy in those, because like obviously you could, it's just
Yeah.
like you're not doing it because you think what your way is like that you've always been doing is the right way.
Yeah, you literally.
So what makes y'all's way the way?
Because
music is all opinionated.
But okay,
in general.
But if I'm putting you on a different types of music, you might like different things in different moods that you didn't know about.
Exactly.
You might like screamo music while you're trying to do your max.
I don't like screamo music.
Okay. Well,
Okay,
I'm just saying, like, it might be your preference that you haven't tried because you wouldn't know. If you stay in that specific zone and you're like, okay, well, let me try something else in that specific area. Yeah, country music, cool. You like rap music? Listen to Snoop Dogg, listen to Burner, listen to, different artists, listen to somebody who's more lyrical, listen to somebody who's more vocal, listen to somebody who's just try different ways that feel good. Because, I just think that, like, you saying that it's stupid to listen to country music or, like, it doesn't make any sense. It's like, bro, what? Like, country music is all right in any instance. Damn sure I'm not going to be getting drunk just listening to straight country music. Like, what?
Nigga, ain't no
Hell
way.
no. Ain't no
What?
I'm going to throw a fire shuffle on with a good bit of music.
Yeah, I want a little bit of everything.
Yeah. Like,
I have the perfect answer to that question you asked, where you asked us what makes it.
Y'all don't really drink, though. So.
Listen, to answer your question of when you said, oh, shit, mic problem.
So what you getting? Knows you're talking bullshit.
But when you asked me and Tyler, you said what makes our way the correct way. The thing about that is my way and Tyler's way can be completely fucking different.
yeah.
The music, if me and Tyler came together and made a playlist, Tyler could be putting in music that I've never heard. I could be putting in music that Tyler has never heard. But even if they sound the same, even if they're the same genre, they can still be somewhat type of different. Tyler could put in fucking some lo-fi music or some alternative music, right? And I could do the same thing, but it could be two completely different sounds.
Exactly.
He could put in some house music that is more on the EDM side. I could put in house music that's more on the soul side.
Exactly.
Like, nigga, it's our ways are different, but we're not confined to just one way. If I had my phone, I'd show you my recently
So boom, check this. Max and I have this thing on Spotify where it's a blend of music for me and Max, and it updates every day. So all the music that I've liked, it'll show just my profile picture, but the ones that we both like, it'll have both of us on there, and ones that he just likes, it'll have just him. So that's how he puts me on new music, and that's how we both know that we both fuck with this, and we're like, oh shit, that's a banger, right?
Yeah.
And then there's also music that I put him on. So it's just like, and this is every day. So this is a perfect example of a good shuffle because it has different types of music, different genres, just different vibes, and it just has a wide variety of different things that we both like. And he's definitely putting me on things every day, and I'm definitely putting him on things every day. Yeah. So I have over 6,000 things liked, almost 7,000 things liked. So, and he probably has the same thing, even more.
And when you go in listening to the music, you go in with your ears open just to, if you don't like it, you're not going to like it. But you can't judge a song off the first 30 seconds and be like, oh, no, that shit trash. I don't fuck with it.
Yeah. Or it's because like you're so used to not listening to that new genre, you might not like it. Does that make sense?
Well, since the interrogation is about over, and we almost reached the time limit for the jury to be adjourned. And so next episode we'll have the ruling of Eli's opinion.
Yeah.
After a playlist has been put together, all the evidence has been acquired.
Yeah.
And I will give my opinion on it.
Yeah.
Because I guess I need to be introduced and my mind opened up a little bit.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, we'll see.
Everybody has a third eye.
Yeah,
You might as well.
Listen, we're gonna give you a chance. We'll label this as a part one.
Part one.
Yeah.
We'll put this as a part one. We'll have a part two with the conclusion and with your answer to see how it. That way we give you at least a chance.
Yeah.
And if you come in on some bullshit next episode, you're done. You're done.
You're done, bro. Stick a fork in 'em.
Until part two.